Botswana's government on Monday lost a legal attempt to overturn a landmark ruling that decriminalized homosexuality. The country's High Court in 2019 ruled in favor of campaigners seeking to strike down jail sentences for same-sex relationships, declaring the punishment to be unconstitutional.
Today's judgment is quite awe-inspiring indeed, because it is going to change the lives of many people in our country. It is really an opportunity for the LGBTIQ community to claim their humanity and to change the status quo in our country.
The 2019 judgment was hailed internationally as a major victory for gay rights. Botswana is one of only a handful of African countries to have decriminalized homosexuality. Others are Lesotho, Mozambique, Angola, and the Seychelles. South Africa is the sole nation on the continent to allow same-sex marriage, which it legalized in 2006.
Hundreds of revelers from several Senegalese ethnic groups paraded through the streets of the capital on the occasion of the return of the Great Carnival of Dakar. The festivities, which is the second edition of the Grand Carnival of Dakar, started on Friday at the Place de la Nation. The Grand Carnival of Dakar is a platform set up in order to promote Senegalese culture and create an exchange between Senegal and other countries. This carnival is a good thing for Senegalese culture. It allows artists to meet, to get to know each other and to exchange ideas. It is something to be continued. The event, which was initiated in 2019, could not be held in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Organizers shed more light on the concept of the event. Senegal is a country with a very diverse population that gets along very well and has an extremely rich culture. In each region, there is an extraordinary diversity, and we wanted to create an event that would be a platform to enhance and promote it, whether in Senegal or throughout the world.
Pour la valoriser et la promouvoir, que ce soit au Sénégal ou à travers le monde.
The event was on the theme Tales and Legends of Senegal and Elsewhere. The 2021 edition aims to enhance and promote culture as a tool of territorial marketing. I think it's a great idea to make Dakar an annual meeting place for culture, for folklore, for our memories. So I see this festival growing in 3 years, in 5 years, so that we can meet again in this same square with a lot of tourists who come to see it too.
Cette même place avec énormément de touristes.
A large place was arranged to accommodate the maximum number of people, including some 500 exhibitors from all regions of Senegal and the province of Quebec, Canada. A parade of children wearing masks and traditional costumes is also planned in order to better raise awareness about contemporary life.
The 8th Ministerial Conference of the Forum on China-African Cooperation took place virtually Monday, 29th November, with the Asian country promising to strengthen its relation with the continent in the coming future. Senegal's President Macky Sall said there is great potential for the Chinese-Africa partnership with the framework of the New Silk Road, the African Infrastructure Development Program, and the Continental Free Trade. Within the framework of the New Silk Road, the African Infrastructure Development Program, and the Continental Free Trade Area, there is great potential for the Chinese-Africa partnership in terms of structuring infrastructures project. China's president also pledged to offer Africa 1 billion COVID vaccine doses on Monday, with the continent struggling to acquire enough jabs to immunize against the disease. China will provide Africa with 1 billion doses of additional vaccines, including 600 million in the form of a donation and 400 million in other forms such as joint production between Chinese companies and African countries. China will carry out 10 health projects for African countries and send 1,500 medical professionals and public health experts to Africa. The summit in Senegal follows a visit this month from U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken to Kenya, Nigeria and Senegal, against a backdrop of growing rivalry between Beijing and Washington. Last month, Biden also pledged 17 million doses of the single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine to the African Union. The 12th edition of the International Exhibition of Crafts for Women, SAFEM, was officially launched Monday, the 29th November, in Niger's capital, Niamey. This is the first time the event is taking place in a span of 2 years due to insecurity and COVID-19 pandemic. We get to sell for customers through the internet. That means online sales. So there are social networks. The COVID-19, it really blocked us. Tourists have not been coming here for a long time because of the insecurity. We really don't have any tourists. Here, those who buy are the tourists. It's rare to see them come to our centers. The current pandemic meant the artisans could travel abroad to promote and sell their artwares, and it also meant that tourists were unable to come to Niger to buy local products. It is true that the 2 years the designers have suffered a lot, but in fact they actually made some jewelry which they couldn't sell. They were now obliged to make local products, and this doesn't pay well. This year's edition has presented a rare opportunity to local designers and artists to showcase and sell their products to other stakeholders from different countries in Africa. The 2021 theme is Women's Entrepreneurship in the Face of COVID-19 and the Strategies for Building Resilience in the Empowerment of Artisanal Crafts among Women. The second edition of the International Exhibition of Crafts for Women began here at the Sport Palais. Artisans have complained of economic difficulties due to the ongoing pandemic. No tourists and other security issues have affected them. Thousands of people flocked in various places in South Africa to get the vaccine jab. People queued in their cars to get vaccinated against COVID-19 at a drive-through vaccination center in Cape Town. This comes after dozens of nations from Europe to Asia have imposed travel restrictions on South Africa and its neighbors since its scientists flagged Omicron last week.
We all need to stand together to fight against. And with the ban, it's obviously just from an economical point of view, I feel that, look, for me, that was a political decision.
Since the announcement of the restrictions, a number of South Africans have showed up at various vaccination centers in order to meet the deadlines.
Today we've been a lot busier than last week. We've seen an uptake in people coming, which is very encouraging. Friday we also saw a little bit of an increase. I think that was due to the anxiety over the new variant. But I think the public have listened to the president, and hopefully this is a good sign of things to come, with a lot more people coming to get vaccinated.
The travel restrictions have dealt a body blow to South Africa's tourism industry, which had been looking to the Southern Hemisphere summer to welcome an influx of visitors from the well-heeled north.